are paved with gold, sure everyone was gay.
Good evening, Paul.
Hello, Marie.
Thank you so much for your work tonight in the play. We enjoyed it so much. Now, I just have to let the audience know that Paul played the villain. Or, not that anybody, there's no villain in this play. A very difficult character you had to play for him, and in the Colonel, and you did a very good job. How did you approach that character?
Through an arduous process of finding out that he is human, but the plot requires that he fulfills the role of the person who sends people out to their deaths. And although I don't want to admit it, he's probably driven more by upward mobility in society than he is by concern for the loss of lives in the trenches. The play makes that pretty clear through his initial scene with Stanhope, the main character, when he basically says, look, I've got an important dinner engagement with the Brigadier this evening, and that's going to mean a sort of a brownie point for me if I'm the one that suggests that this raid go ahead in a certain way at a certain time. Then, you see, I actually persuaded the Brigadier to make it an afternoon raid. He wanted to make it a nighttime raid. So if the raid is successful and a prisoner is obtained and information about enemy strategies is obtained, then the credit will rub off on the Colonel, and therefore I'll maybe get a dinner engagement with the Brigadier and something like that.
And this is very difficult for the other characters to deal with, isn't it? That the fact that the Colonel doesn't seem particularly human, almost.
True, and I want to make him as human as I can, but he's kind of. I've discovered that he's sort of manic. He puts on a certain show. He relies on characters like Stanhope, who represents the more human element in the play, to provide a go-between between him and the men.
And the real people,
and there's a really telling moment when the other officers suggest that the Colonel goes out and talks to the men just before the raid. And I look like I'm about to go out and do it, but then at the last minute I renege, turn around and say, well, look, are you coming, Stanhope? Because I don't think I can handle it. I can't handle talking to the men on my own. I need him to lean on, and that shows the Colonel's weakness. And,
well, congratulations. It was a very, very good job, and
thank you.
Very three-dimensional. We all appreciate your work very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.